Hey you, out there all alone, scrolling through your phone, can you hear me? Hey, alright, hold on. Alright, let's get into it. Tip of the day time for you guys. Alright, we're just out here in nature, just enjoying it, man. You know, look at this big tree. This thing's sturdy, man. I can't do nothing to this, but you gotta get out here and just appreciate it, man. Like, there's so much more to this world than just things that have been created by man, you know, and sometimes it's just powerful to get back to that. But tip of the day for today: grow out of your box. All right, and you know, we all have a box that we've built for ourselves through our beliefs and just through things that we've just accepted, you know, in our subconscious mind. I mean, most of our subconscious is programmed when we're a kid, from like when we're born to when we're 7 years old. We're kind of in a state of hypnosis, and we kind of go back to that, you know, right before we go to sleep, and right when we wake up, we're kind of in a state of hypnosis. So, you know, there's a lot of things that we've come to believe in that state over the years that might not be serving us. All right, and a lot, you know, I'm calling it your box, but it's also your paradigm. And I've heard this from so many people recently, and it's just such a powerful idea of getting out of your paradigm or shifting your paradigm. And one of the main people to look at if you're wanting to know more about shifting your paradigm is Bob Proctor. He was one of the first ones I seen talking about it, and as far as I know, he's been talking about it for years. He's a guy who, you know, was in debt, working his butt off, struggling, couldn't get ahead, and then just through changing his subconscious belief, he's now a multi-millionaire, you know, and he helps other people learn the same type of stuff. So he's definitely one to look into if you want to know more about it, but I'm gonna kind of give you my take on it. So your paradigm, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a group of subconscious beliefs that you have in your head that shapes your world. You know, the world is different for everybody. You know, there's one earth, but there's several worlds. And your world is shaped by your perspective, and your perspective is shaped by your paradigm. So, you know, like I was saying, this world is limitless. There's limitless opportunities, limitless possibilities. But through your paradigm, you can make it limited by believing certain things. Like, I mean, there's so many things, but I'll give you the main one is feeling like the world is working against you. If you feel like the world is working against you and you're a victim of the world, that's going to continually play out in your life, and you're going to be like, see, I knew I was a victim. See, I knew, you know, they're trying to hold me down, or this is happening, or that's happening. But that's a paradigm belief, and it limits you. You know, you can switch it to the world is working for me. You know what I mean? Every problem in my life is a possibility. Every problem is just a possibility for me to grow spiritually. And when you change your paradigm, I mean, the world is just amazing. You'll start to see opportunities just open it up. Like, you know, for me, my main part of my paradigm was like, you know, money is hard to come by. I have to work hard for money. I have to struggle to get ahead. These were all parts of my paradigm. And as I'm starting to let those ideas go, I'm starting to see that I don't have to work as hard, and the universe is taking care of me just fine. It was just, I was kind of putting that pressure on myself because that's what I believed subconsciously. And I didn't even realize I was, you know, being so hard on myself or putting myself through so much stuff. It was just, I just thought, man, this is the way the world is. This is the way it is for everybody. But it's not, you know. If you believe, you know, people are working for you, people are generally good, you know, money's going to come to you easily, all these things, it'll just start happening like that, and you'll be amazed. So, I mean, you got to grow out of this box that you've created yourself. I mean, you have to really dig deep to figure out what your box is, because there's so many things. That's why it's a paradigm and not just a subconscious belief, because it's a collection of all your subconscious beliefs. So, I mean, there's no telling what yours is. You're just gonna have to dig and find out. Most of the time, you can figure it out by finding out what the problems are in your life. Wherever you feel the most resistance, wherever you feel like you're struggling the most, that's probably gonna be, you know, your problem. Like, so I know a lot of people, you know, feel like they can't get new friends, or they need to have all the same old friends because, you know, that's who they grew up around and that's them, and they feel like they can't change from that. But I mean, you gotta look at that as a paradigm too. I mean, you might be next to somebody in the line at the coffee shop, or next to somebody at the line at the grocery store, or whatever. That might be your new best friend if you're open to it. That might be your new business partner. That might be anything. I mean, like I said, the world is limitless. But if you believe, like, you know, there's old Drake song, No New Friends, you know, it's popular back in the day. If you have, like, and guess what? A lot of y'all probably like that song if you're into hip hop, and guess what? That probably soaked into your subconscious at some point. Or if not it, a song like it, or a TV show with a similar idea, or something you've been told, or, I mean, there's so many ways things can seep into your subconscious, but that's just one example of, like, if you have the idea in your subconscious, no new friends, all right, you're immediately closed off to connecting with everybody. Whenever everyone is open to connecting with everybody on a deeper level, it's just they might have these, you know, stuff that they piled on top of themselves as kind of like a lens that's making the world appear a certain way. And however you think the world is, I mean, that's how it's gonna keep appearing to you. It's not gonna appear out of what you think it is. So the best way to change the world is change the way you see it. Start seeing it as more positive. Stop seeing people as evil and start seeing people as more as confused. You know, because none of us have this life figured out, man. We're all just going through it and doing the best we can. And as long as you're trying to grow and you're trying to help, I mean, that's the best you can do. So, you know, we're all in this together. You know, so tip of the day: grow out of your box. I love all you guys. Have a great day.